Alright, if you want to get a nice rod for trout fishing, I got a few good options for you on those rods. The number one being the Browning Airstream rod. This is a 6'6" ultralight rod. Real nice rod, fast action, 1 to 6 pound test, 1/32 to a quarter-ounce weight. So you can fish a lot of baits on this rod and even use it for smallmouth or very light finesse bass lures. Because I've been bass fishing with it for smallmouth in the creeks and stuff around me lately with hair jigs and catching a lot, and I've also caught a lot of trout on it using hair jigs and worms and mostly hair jigs though, and some little spinners and stuff. It's mainly what I throw for trout. And then another great rod for trout would be this. It's a 5'6" Daiwa Exceller, 1 to 4 pound line, ultralight, extra fast action. Great rod to use. A reel that's really good uses the Abu Garcia STX10. I got that spooled up with 8-pound nanofill tied to a 2-pound leader on there for trout. And this one here, and on this one here I also got, this is the Browning Superlight reel, and I got that spooled up with 8-pound nanofill, and then right now I just got a 6-pound mono leader on it because I've been doing a little bass fishing, but I'll throw usually a 6-pound fluoro leader for trout or down to a 2-pound fluoro leader. Sometimes I even buy the actual tippet. But I would recommend both of these rods for trout. They're great rods to fish for trout with, and the Superlight, or the Browning Airstream, you can even do some light finesse bass fishing with it because you can go up to a quarter-ounce on it. So I throw 1/8 ounce shaky head, 16th ounce shaky heads on it, Ned rigs. But I mainly what I'm throwing on there is a 16th to an 1/8 ounce marabou jig. That's what I got the rod for, and it fishes those marabou jigs wonderfully. So if you want to get a good trout rod, both of these right here are rods you might want to look into. I've fished with both of them a bunch. This one I've had for almost 4 years now, and that's been like my go-to rod for trout. And I would fish this in small creeks too. Just in the last couple months, I've picked up this Browning Airstream, and this has become my number one rod to go to for trout because it's the 6'6". It makes it castability a lot better for the longer jigs, or the lighter jig that makes for longer casts. And it's a pretty nice rod. Cast the light jigs really well with that one. So if you're looking for a good trout rod, I would recommend looking into these two. And I bought the reel. You can pretty much find the STX10 Abu Garcia reel. You can pretty much find that anywhere. I think Walmart would carry those. The Daiwa rod though, I don't know about how easy it will be to find that rod. It's a pretty tough rod. But this whole thing right here, you can order this rod off Bass Pro. You can order the reel off Bass Pro. So that's not a hard one to find. And they also make this one in various lengths. So the Airstream would definitely be one to look into, and you can get it fairly cheap. I paid $50 for it. So for just the rod, and the reel's $30. So that's a cheap trout setup that is very nice. This over here though, this was like a $60 rod, $60 to $80 rod. I got it on sale though, and this reel's like a $50 reel, around $40 to $50 for this reel. But the rod was like $60. So this is more of an expensive setup and a little bit harder to find the rod. I don't know if you can still find it or not. But if you can, it would be a decent one to pick up, I guess. But the Browning Airstream, that's the one I would really, really recommend. And that'll be all for today. Hopefully I can get some video up soon of me catching some fish on the Airstream rod. Well, good luck fishing to you guys, and hope you enjoyed this video, and like and subscribe, and go check out that Browning Airstream rod. I don't think you'll be disappointed with it.